So I know I'm showing these OTA clips again, but the reason I'm showing this is because we really have to talk about what the Kansas City Chiefs are doing, right? My last video I brought up defense and I said how good the defense is, but in this video I'm gonna be bringing up more like everything, right? So the Kansas City Chiefs look very, very balanced, and when I say balanced, that means they look amazing on both sides of the ball. Now, I don't want to call them a super team, but at this point, that's what it's starting to be. I mean, they're already a dynasty, back-to-back Super Bowl rings. I mean, 3 Super Bowls in the past 5 years. So that's dynasty status if you ask me. 6 straight AFC championships appearances. So it's really that time to start calling them a dynasty. Now, if the Chiefs pull off this 3P, we know that they're gonna be literally the best team ever, like the best, the biggest dynasty of all time, and that's what I think they're aiming for. And I think that's what's gonna happen because when you look at this team, man, like I said, man, studs on defense, studs on offense, great head coach, great GM, great coordinators. Like, this team has everything you need to win, and that's why they keep winning in the playoffs. And it's so hard to beat the Kansas City Chiefs. And they literally have a guy at quarterback that's in the debate of being the greatest quarterback of all time. So the Kansas City Chiefs are very, very equipped, and they have a whole lot of weapons, and they're scary. And then when you factor in Xavier Worthy, who a lot of people don't realize is going to be very, very scary for us, he's definitely going to make some noise in this league. I mean, he always was going to be on the Chiefs. You know, he was basically manifesting it. I mean, we see him literally comment on Patrick Mahomes' post literally every time Mahomes posted. So we know he's been wanting to be a Chief. And what makes Worthy so interesting as a rookie is because he had, I think, 2 seasons with 1,000 yards in college, and like a 900-yard season or something, or like 2 900-yard seasons and a 1,000-yard season or something like that. And then at the combine, he had the 40-yard dash in 4.21 seconds. And the thing about him, he's not just pure speed. He's nothing like John Ross. Worthy can actually run routes, and he's actually like a pretty good overall wide receiver, to be honest. And he wanted to go to the Chiefs. He didn't want to go anywhere else but the Chiefs. So glad he got what he wanted. And I'm happy that we got what we wanted, and we finally got that wide receiver that we wanted in the first round. And like I said, he's kind of like a Tyreek Hill, Deshaun Jackson type of player. But since his body type, we'll just say that he's more like Deshaun, you know. I mean, 5'11", 165 pounds. So that's basically like Deshaun Jackson, to be honest. He even said Deshaun Jackson was his favorite player growing up. He said he's watched his film since he was 5 years old, and he's been his favorite player since. And we know that Deshaun Jackson played with the Philadelphia Eagles under Andy Reid, and 2 of his 5 1,000-yard receiving seasons was with Andy Reid. And like Andy Reid says, he sees so much similarities in Worthy that he's seen in Deshaun Jackson. So that's going to be very, very fun to watch, man. And we already know what Rashee Rice could do. We already know what Hollywood Brown could do. So it's going to be very interesting to see how good this offense is this year and see what Mahomes do. And on defense, like I said, we have an underrated stud that people don't even realize. Kelvin Joseph. Yes, we lost L'Jarius Sneed, but Kelvin Joseph is looking very good in OTAs. And Steve Spags, man, I could see him making Kelvin Joseph a problem. So I'm going to have to make a video on him. So this is so much talent on this team. There's so much talent on this team, man. And like, I don't see how we don't go back. I'm sorry, bro. I don't see how we don't go back. Like, yes, I understand how hard it is to 3-peat, but also it's very hard to go back-to-back, and we still did that even in our worst season in the Mahomes era record-wise and offensively, and we still ended up going back-to-back. So we're due for some positive regression, meaning that we're going to get better. And that's going to happen this season. We're not going to have two rocky seasons like that back to back. The year when we went 12-5 and we lost to the Bengals at the AFC Championship, we bounced back the next year with a good record. I expect us to bounce back this year with a good record. Not really bounce back because we won the Super Bowl last year, but record-wise, I expect us to bounce back because we're not going to have two bad records in a row. I expect us to get the 1 seed this year. So we're going to see how that go now. Right now, only bad situations we have with the offense is Rashee Rice legal issues. So we got to see what happens with him. But either way, I think we're going to be fine because Rashee Rice is going to come back eventually. And then in the AFC West, we do have a new challenge, and that's in Jim Harbaugh. I don't never know how to say them dudes' names. But he's definitely going to be a challenge. But there's never a challenge for Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes, so it's really nothing to worry about them dudes, man. We're not worried about none of those other coaches. Andy Reid, he out-coaches damn near every coach in the NFL, so we definitely not worried about Jim Harbaugh. But, yeah, man, like the Chiefs, they're just looking very, very scary for next season, and, like, they're going to keep making progress. Now, one thing we have to take a look for is people that's not going to be on this team no more. And Sky Moore, he's looking like a candidate. I mean, 21 passes for 244 yards in a season where we needed a wide receiver to step up. That's pretty bad, man. So, I don't know. That's for another video, though. I'm not trying to get off track. But, yeah, man. Chiefs, I love it, man. I love what they're doing. They're very good. Very good. Hollywood Brown, he's going to be an X Factor this year. He's definitely going to be an X Factor. And the Chiefs are going to make noise, man. I mean, they have no choice. They got to make noise. The world doesn't believe they could three-peat. Only Chiefs fans believe they could three-peat, and non-biased NFL fans. So they got to show everybody what they could do, man. They love proving people wrong. And Kelce and Mahomes, they're hungry. They don't want to stop winning rings. So best believe they're going for that three-peat. And I just can't wait to see it, man. Like, this is so good being a Chiefs fan right now, bro. And I appreciate y'all for showing my last video love. We're going to definitely keep bringing out these monster banger videos for y'all. But, if y'all enjoyed this video, man, like and subscribe, turn on the notification bell, Chiefs priority, and I'm out. Peace.